Howdy all and welcome to Jab Plays. Today we're going to be playing Planet Crafter new DLC Toxicity. This is a crafting, gathering, survival type of game. There's a story involved in it and I've been looking forward to this, so we're going to do a playthrough and I'm going to share it with you. So as you saw, we landed on the planet, right? Let's read this. Welcome to your assigned planet. Okay, we were assigned here. The mission is to advance the terraformation process of this world. Okay, so basically this is our first goal, is to get to 175 Ti. Don't know what that is, but we'll find out. There's another message over here. Warning, this planet is highly toxic. To survive, you'll need to detoxify essential elements such as water using detoxification machine. Build one quickly along with toxic water extractor. Some areas are more toxic than others. Keep your eye out for toxicity meter and remove toxic goo into zones to explore and build safely. Moreover, high toxicity levels will disrupt your energy production at certain thresholds. To advance the terraformation process, you must increase global purification at the same time. Beautiful. What that means is beyond me. So let's look in the chest. We have food. We've got some water bottles, oxygen, a purified water, which is different. We've got these pristine mushrooms and purification capsules. All right, so first things first, we'll move one of those and one of those over there. All right, so we've got a checklist of stuff that it says that it wants us to do. So it wants us to craft a backpack and an oxygen tank. So in order to do that, we need a backpack as 2 iron, oxygen tank. All right, so we need to go gather some stuff. So basically we're gonna run around here and I need to find a silicon, one of the things on my list. No, I need 3 iron, cobalt. There's a cobalt. 1 iron. 2 iron. 3 iron. And a magnesium. Yo. Magnesium. Alright, I think I got everything we need. Now the one thing is we can't go far from our little hut because oxygen is burning quickly. Alright, so there's a backpack. And oh, I need one more cobalt. Alright, fine. Cobalt. This is the biggest thing. We only got 100 oxygen right now, so now we just got to equip it. So we're going from 100 to 145 and we're increasing this, and yo, stuff is falling out of the sky. All right, we got work to do. All right, so now we need to get a micro construction chip. All right, so we need 2 silicone and 2 magnesium. All right, hopefully we don't get hit by anything. Let's see, is that silicone? Yep. All right, magnesium. That looks like another silicone over there. And yo, don't hit me. We're trying to improve the planet, yo. Leave us alone. Alright, I think we got everything that we need. Let's come in here. Yeah. Alright, so let's equip that. Alright, now it's saying a living compartment and a door is what we need, so not a problem. We need 3 iron, 2 titanium, and a silicone. Let's try going out this way. Ooh. There's a silicone. So now we need is just iron. Well, all right. There's a titanium. iron, titanium, 2 more iron, and we'll be good to go. If I can find 2 more iron. I think that's... No. Oh, good Lord. Get unstuck from the rocks. This is the way it goes, right? You can't ever find the stuff where you need it. There's iron. It's kind of hard because this planet has like a green hue, so a lot of stuff looks similar. But I'm okay with that. I'm glad we increased our oxygen capacity because we would have been in trouble. All right, let's top off. We'll build a hut right here. So, you know. All right, now all I'm gonna do is put a door on it. Oh, wrong button. All right, now we need some wind turbines. So I need a couple wind turbines, so we need three iron. Each wind turbine is iron, I do know that much, and that's silicone. And that's silicone, and all right, there's 1 iron, 2 iron, and 3 iron. There's a bunch of stuff out here to work with, that's good. We'll run back up the hill, and we're basically just gonna work our way down to the first step things and figure it out as we go. So the wind turbines are for power, so let's just, you know what, here. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Just a little for extra. All right, so now it wants us to craft a craft station. All right, so it's not asking us to build that. It's asking us to build this. So we're going to need an iron, a silicone, and a toxic spore. All right, so great. So the toxic spore is something that's new with the DLC. And if we come in here, you see how we're taking hits. So there's some toxic, a couple toxic spores, and 1 iron. What do I need? Oh, iron, and I need silicone. All right, go. Well, I'll pick up that iron because we'll need it again. See, I was tripping over silicone earlier. It was everywhere. And now I can't find it to save my life. It's on the other side. All right, let's jump in here, top off. All right, we'll come over here. I think that's the silicone right there. It is. All right, I think I got everything we need. We'll come in here and we'll put this thing down. All right, so 1 crafting station. All right, it's telling us we need a microchip for the goo gun. All right, so I need a magnesium. All right, magnesiums, I know what they look like from a distance. They're kind of easy to see. Those are titaniums. Ah, right there. 1 magnesium. We'll run up here and we'll make this microchip. I'm assuming the goo gun is what we do to clear the goo. All right, so the problem we're gonna have right now is we don't have enough room here. So what we're gonna do is, in order to alleviate that, I need a silicon to make a crafting station. I got a message, but I can't read it. They sent me messages. They're like, yo, you got a message. I'm like, I can't read it, right? You have mail, I have no internet. So let's come in here and we'll build the Is it a tier 1 or tier 2? It is a tier 2 crafting station. And while we're at it, we'll get some water in us. And what we're going to want to do is I want to get an exoskeleton so that we can get things, and a deconstructor. So in between that, I need 1 titanium, 2 silicones, and 2 magnesium. All right, shouldn't be too hard though. There's a silicone. All right. There's the magnesium. So I need a titanium, a silicone, and a magnesium. All right. If my math is correct, which I don't know if it is, and here we'll replace the water that we just drank. But if my math is right, I have all the components that I need to do this. So let's hop up in here, and there's that, and there's that. So now if I go to my backpack, if I put that on, now I got more spots. So now I can put that on, I can put that on. And while we're at it, replace the water. Okay, so now it's asking me to make a detoxification machine. All right, so a detoxification machine needs that. All right, so what do I have on me? All right, so we need to go out and 2 titanium, a mushroom, 2 iron, and all right, titanium, toxic, mushroom, and 2 iron. One iron. Yeah, I gotta get out of the fog. If you get out of the fog, you will heal up on itself, but if you stay in there long enough and hit 0, you'll start taking damage to your health. So now I can make this. You can put this inside or out. I'm choosing out. And what this does is if we put that in there, we get that. If we put that in there, we get that. And if we put that in there, we get that. So it's like a crafting thing that changes stuff. All right, so now it is saying, make one of these. So in order to do that, we need 2 microplastics and chlorine dioxide. All right, so basically I need 2 goo and a thing over there. So we're gonna come over here and I'll show you how the goo gun works, right? So as you see, we're taking 1 hit per second. However, as we take these down, it's less. All right, and I said what? 2 goo and a toxic spore. And then all we gotta do is come in here and feed the machine. And what it does is it does whatever's first and then works its way in. And it takes 45 seconds to do each one. So it's gonna do that, and while it's doing that, you know what? I kind of want another room. So I need 3 iron and 2 titanium, right? Because I want a box. So while that's brewing over there, there's 2 iron, silicon, silicon, silicon. There's my titanium, and there's the iron. See, like over here, the iron's easier to tell, but when you got that green haze, not quite so much. And if you looked in there, we do have the terraforming index is slightly moving up. So I'm gonna come in here and let's expand that. And then I want one thing over here. There we go. All right, cool. Let's take a look at here, and so far so good. I just need one more microplastic. Yo. All right, when that goes away, we'll have a microplastic, right? All right, while we're waiting on that, let's come into here. Let's grab that, and a food. And we'll move it over to here. All right, we got that. Let's come in here. All right, we made the microchip thing. Not exactly sure why it wanted us to make a microchip thing. No. Yes, there. All right, and while we're at it, let's move those into there, those into there, those into there, and those into there for right now. All right, so now we need to build a toxic water collector. And in order to build a toxic water collector, we need some more microplastics. Microplastics are made with, all right, so we need two goo. Let's go over here, grab 2 goo really quick. We'll put them in the machine. So now it's running at 8 a second. And now we can see that in the top right hand corner, it says that we got 2 out of 11 done. Now it's saying 3 out of 11. So basically we know how many are in the area that we have to clear out to clear that zone. And now the tick rate is 0.6 a second. So we'll come in here and we'll be like, yo, 2 goo for you. We need the microplastics. At the time of this recording, we have 12 subscribers in the channel. If you're enjoying the story and the challenge, hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 100. And is there anything in here that we can make for ourselves? I don't think so. So we're basically waiting on the ability to make the water collector. All right, well, I mean, it's a thing. It's only 45 seconds, so it'll be fine. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and top off on space food. And yeah, I got an ice, so we might as well use it. Turn that into water. All right, we'll wait on the water. We will eat the space food because the space food's not gonna fill us up. All right, there we go. All right, grab that. Now, I need a pristine mushroom. Pristine mushroom. All right, grab this. And let's go put it down into the water. All right. So we have to clear the goo out first before we can build in it. Not a problem. What we'll do is we'll come in here and be like, yo, take all of those, and then we'll just run out here and we'll just clear the goo out. It can't be that much. It shouldn't take us too terribly long, I hope. Let's see. There's some goo over there. So there's 5 out of 11. 6 out of 11. 7 out of 11. 8. We'll save the box for another time. 10. And there's the last one. Oh, and it clears the area out. Oh, and it changes the, that's interesting. So it changes the plants that are around, and I'm assuming it also changes the, right, oxygen. I forgot we're in space, yo. Let me get there. Don't pass out. Buddy, don't pass out on me. Oof, we made it. All right, we made it. So, let me do this. All right, we can fix the hydration. I need those and that. Yeah. All right, now we can build this. Not exactly sure what well, it's a water collector, right? So it's going to collect this water here. I don't know if that means there's a maximum of 25 that we can get out of there, but basically it's going to give us toxic water, and it takes 80 seconds. 80 seconds is what 80 seconds is, not a problem. So I noticed that we unlocked a tier 2 backpack. So let's go ahead and do that, because that will help us tremendously. And iron, silicone, titanium. But before I do that, actually, you know what? While we're doing this, here, make something out of that. All right, so all right, I got distracted. Iron, silicone, and titanium. All right. I want to increase the backpack so we can carry more stuff. Then we'll figure out what the toxin filter is. Silicone. Titanium. Iron. And also we had the deconstructor. So we can get resources on the cheap by doing that. Now, I think I don't know if it's random what we get, or each thing is the same each time. At this point, it really doesn't matter to me. Ooh, it looks pretty at night. Hopefully I've got enough to upgrade tier 2 backpack. So, tier 2 backpack. Yeah, we got more room now. I'm very happy about that. So now it wants us to make a toxin filter, which is, all right, so we're gonna need plastic and purification tablets. The purification tablets are gonna take chlorine and purified water. And so, all right, so, hang on a second. I've got 2 and 1. So I basically need two more of these and 2 more of those. So I think that's how it works. So we'll come in here and we'll be like, yo, you got any. All right, there's 2 of the green. And 2 of the toxic spores. Now we just got to rearrange the machine to make the components that we need. Come here. So 1, 1, 1, 1, and then you can have the rest. And we'll take all of that. And all right, so the plastic polymer takes microplastic and toxins. When we're doing this, it's giving us toxins when we do things. So Don't throw them away. We're going to need them. So I need 2 of these. And then I need 3 of these. But I think I have... Oh, I got 2, so I just need 1 more. What does it take? I need chloride. Ew. I think we got what we need. So there's a chloride. There's one of those. Yep. Alright, now if I grab these and it's just like that. Now, this is why I made the exo thing, because if I hadn't, I'd be in a world of hurt. I'd have to pick and choose what it is. And I think what this does is I think it slows the burn rate of what we intake through our suit. So now at this point it's saying, hey, we need to make an atmospheric purifier. All right, what does it take to make one of those? So we're gonna need a mushroom, 2 plastic polymers, and 3 of the purification tablets. All right, so so if I take these and these and come in here, there's 1, there's 2. So that takes care of 2. So now all I need is the purification tablets. So we'll put all that in there for right now. And you know what? I can build another chest, which I will. And there's stuff falling out of the sky again. And here, I just want to clear my pockets. We're good on everything. So I need to make 3 of those things. I need 3 and 3. All right. So I need 3 waters and 3 more of these things. Hey, I got 4 over there. So that works in our favor. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. We'll grab the 4th one just, because we can. We'll come over here and be like, yo, I got 2. I mean, beggars can't be choosers. We'll come in here, we'll fill the machine back up again and figure out what it is. Give me all those. So I need to rotate in between that, then put the goo in there. Ooh, we can do solar panels. Don't know what that means, but we can do them. So I need 3 of these, and I've got no the chloride. Oh, I do have 2. So those 2 are brewing. So there's 1, there's 2. Oh, good Lord. I keep hitting the wrong button. Sorry, guys. So grab that. So I just need one more. Is that right? And a mushroom. There's the mushroom. And purified water. Now the question is, yeah. So when this goes, I should be good. Throw that in there. Talk to me, Goose. There's the purified water. So it should be coming next. Not a problem. So let's look. It also wants us to do toxicity, which is... All right, so we're going to need a mushroom. I saw a mushroom down yonder. Let's go ahead and get the mushroom. We'll get more bad water. And we'll pick up a couple more of the fungus while we're at it. While we're waiting on the machine to do what it's supposed to do. think 3 is good. The biggest thing is I came over here for that. And we can kind of just look about. I do like the way the game is. Even though I'm juggling a couple things, I don't feel like that I'm being too taxed, too terribly much. So I'm feeling pretty happy about the way the progress is going. All right, let's grab this, and I need that, and that, and that maybe. All right, so now do I have, no, I need to make one of these. Now I can make one of these, and we'll just kind of, all right, power. All right, can I put a solar panel down? Iron, 2 cobalt, and a silicone. Silicone, 2 cobalt, and an iron. Oh my, it's almost like it was meant to be. Now the question is, I don't know if it's powerful enough, but yo, it's a better version of power. Yeah, power is restored. Now what does this thing do? Purification is what it does. Beautiful. So now we need a toxic screen. Toxic screen is a plastic and a chlorine. All right, I've got nothing in there. All right, so a plastic is a goo. So let me do this. Put that. Let me run to the river and get some of that green water while that's going, and then we'll make a toxicity screen. Yeah, we got some green water, so we can load that in to make stuff that we purified water. Not exactly what we're going to need it for in the future, but I'm sure we're going to need it for something in the future, and we'll just kind of do like that for right now. Come into here, we'll put those in there, we'll just put all that stuff in there for right now. All right, so I got sidetracked. I need a plastic and a chlorine. There's the chlorine, and the plastics will be next. And it's a screen. So while we're waiting on that, what does it take to make a drill? Titanium and iron, and hang on a second, we need water. And we'll top off on that. So I need a titanium. Good Lord. Titanium and iron. So let's get 2 titanium. Let's get 2 titanium and 4 iron, maybe. There's one of each. There's another titanium. So we just need 3 more iron. And you're not iron. Oh, good Lord. Iron. Talk to me. Tier 3 backpack is cool, but not important this second. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. All right, cool. This will give us the ability to put down 2 drills and another wind farm, or wind turbine, since it wants us to do a drill while we're waiting on the doohickey over here to break our components down, which I know my oxygen level's low. All right, I should have, oh, I need to make the plastic. Plastic, please and thank you. Now we can put the toxicity screen. That looks like a good place to do it. Show the interface. Great, Bob. What do we get to do? All right, so we get when it unlocks. Oh, we get a faster goo gun and all that other kind of stuff. Very neat. All right, let's put down a couple of drills. And if one's good, two's better. And, yo, I'm just preparing for the future. Can I get one more? All right, there we go. So that takes care of that. We need a veggie tube. All right, let's look at the screens first. So I need multiple screens, and the screens are gonna need, I'm checking my notes because some of the stuff I wrote down. I need 3 iron, 3 silicones, a cobalt, and a magnesium. Shouldn't be too terribly hard to find. We'll kind of figure it out. 3 iron, 3 silicone, cobalt, and magnesium. All right, cobalt. Silicone, there's 1 silicone. Magnesium. Iron. 2 silicone. 2 iron. 3 silicone. 3 iron. And possibly a magnesium on the way back. Maybe not. I may have everything that we need. All right, I know. We're running low, but I think we can make it back. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make those 3 screens that it says that we need. So there's 1. There's 2. And I'm just gonna put them on the ground for right now. And there's 3. And this gives us information on the blueprints. This gives us power, and this lets us know what's going on. All right, so now it's saying we need a heater and a veggie tube to move forward. All right, I'm gonna be honest. To build a heater and a veggie tube, we're gonna need help. So the veggie tube is iron, ice, and magnesium. There's the ice, iron, and what we're gonna need help with is we're gonna need a plant. Hopefully there'll be one in this chest here. I don't know. No. All right, so there is another chest over here that I saw. And basically what we need is we got the iridium. We didn't get the plant. So, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make the heater. I can't make the veggie tube just yet, but we can make the heater. Now the question is, do I have all the components I need to make the heater? I wasn't expecting to get the iridium, to be honest. I need a silicone. All right. It's always the silicone. The one that I'm complaining about, I'm tripping over all the time. And now watch. I was complaining about how it was everywhere. And now I'm not going to be able to find, there's one. Hey, we're unlocking stuff. All right, we're gonna build the heater. All right, 1 heater. Okay, guys. So we've basically done everything that we can at this point. I feel like this is a good stopping point. We didn't make the veggie tube, and to be honest, I don't think that we can make the progress screen. I think it's something that we have to unlock further down the line, but we're sitting at a good place. We're gonna have to worry about food getting food in the near future, but we've got enough to go right now. And so we'll work on veggie tubes and exploring and getting bigger equipment. If you made it this far, you guys are rock stars. I really appreciate it. Tell me what you think we should work on next, right? Comments are highly recommended. And if I don't see you in between now and then, have a fantastic weekend. And as always, happy farming.